Hello and welcome to my fourth recap video. Let's go and start with the 2024 Twitch recap and see what epic things I've been up to. Well, let's see. The best times of the year, I've streamed 509 hours in 163 streams on 155 days for... and somebody watched it for 620 hours, which was probably multiple people, but... maybe, yeah, probably most of this was Sharptal. But I feel like in terms of streams, I did a bit too. Yeah, I personally think I streamed a bit too much. I just personally feel I have too many like videos, uploaded on my channel. So yeah, but yeah, maybe they can be interesting someday, I suppose. Okay. More. Let's read these incredible things. Yes, those are incredible numbers. Yes. Wow, that's kind of rude. Twitch asking me if I touched any grass. My top categories of the year, of course, War Thunder, which I feel like I've streamed a bit too much. Vintage Destroy, which I hopefully can stream in a server next year, which will definitely happen. Trust me. And we have Cyberpunk, which I should continue next year. And for some reason only top 10% in Homeworld Cataclysm, which... yes, odd. Oh, but good news regarding my Homeworld streams. The original idea was to, like, play them all in chronological order, and I have acquired Homeworld 3, so next year, going to be a Homeworld 3, well, I would call it stream series, but to be honest, it would be pretty much a let's play. But yeah, regarding recap and stuff, I think like War Thunder was sort of fun. It was quite. It was a slog sometimes to to play through it. Vintage Story was cool. It was fun, but I will definitely like outside of maybe a special challenge run, definitely do more like off-stream grinding for things because at the moment there really isn't enough people to talk to, you know, to justify having a sort of a podcast-esque, nice little link down there, going on. Because if I'm only talking to myself or to Sharptal, I don't really see much of a justification for grinding for certain material for 6 hours or so. But I still need to do the steel making, which I'll probably do in January, before the next update for it comes out. Cyberpunk was fun to play, but unfortunately input lag really made things a bit annoying. Luckily it was not really there for Phantom Liberty. And yeah, overall it was fun. Definitely going to continue it, and yeah. Hey, at least now I can play it on my own computer, so input lag should not really be an issue. Yeah, Cataclysm was fun too, and of course City Skylines 2 was... honestly, I don't really like most of these City Skylines streams that I did. I feel most of them were more of a arbitrary, I suppose. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely going to pick up City Skylines 2 again next year. Probably more in a video format because I'm a bit too I'm a bit too bit too manic in terms of trying to get things to work out and then doing it and editing it back and forth, and yeah. But excited to try it out again, and I mean the free content updates for it were quite nice, but I'm probably not, unless I have an abundance of money. So definitely not going to purchase the Harvest DLC, unless it adds some incredible assets. But then again, I don't really think it's that City Skylines 2 really deserves. we'll see. I don't think it really deserves it. But, yeah, going to play the game and see how it works. The free content packs ever were pretty nice. I had a look at them, and finally, I can have proper suburbs and stuff with like good houses and not like rectangles. But yeah, with City Skylines 2, I feel like one of the issues was that it was too arbitrary. It wasn't really about like having fun and doing something cool. It was more streaming for the sake of streaming, and that was honestly quite ass, and I don't really like it. But yeah, let's see if let's see how it goes next year. Let's see my top stream of the year, where I reached 16 viewers. Damn, what a big number! 16. This doesn't really sound like clapping, but 16 viewers. Yippee! I think most of them left after 2 minutes. I think I got rated by someone. Let's see. My most successful tags are, of course, cringe, which I think is pretty accurate. Not funny. Speech impediment. I probably should add heavy breathing one of these days. Okay. I guess everybody sent like 33,974 chats total, which is a bit of I think, an inflated number, simply due to my peepo dance at the end of it, which, yeah, I mean, I like doing it. It's sort of a thing, and just, I think it seems weird, but yeah, well, I'd like to keep it just to have a sort of outro thing. It's just, yeah. I wanted an outro to my streams, and even got the permission to use the music, so, yeah. But, yeah, a bit of fatigue sort of sense has set in, I suppose. But, yeah, I like it, and probably keep the outro peepo dance just to inflate my numbers. Yes. Doesn't have any influence on the metrics on Twitch, but yes, I will have to keep doing it, and that way I will get recommended. Yes, that's how you get on the front page of Twitch. Yes, through chat messages, and people will definitely browse the front page of Twitch, like I know I do all the time. I don't directly go to the stream I want to see. No, I go to Twitch to browse the thing. But yeah, pretty cool, I suppose. My biggest fans were COVID. Guess he's just a Vodvia. Bitcoder, who sent me a Steam scam gift card link, which was pretty cringe. I trusted him. He got a interesting profile picture too. But yeah, he had a VIP, and then one day he sent me a gift card link for $50 Steam, which was definitely real and definitely trustworthy. So yeah, unfortunately has been banned, but hey, he can still explain himself, which he most likely won't do. Then we have Seabass, who does lots of weird chat messages. We have Bertil, who is probably one of my top VODviers. Pretty cool. We have Vaughn, probably the same. Dr. Monkey, who sometimes stops by. Kaz Jakonsk, which, weird to see him in the biggest fans of the year. And then I think he only followed like 2 months ago. Then, of course, we have Sharptal, the VTuber who never uses his VTuber avatar. Pretty cool. Sharptal has sort of become the, like, chatbot who I can summon for every stream now, which is pretty cool. Okay. Collaborations of the year. From the Duck Guy with On Raid, which I think was the one with around 16 people. Okay. Then my high scores of the year, 77 new followers. Isn't that great? Okay, anything other that's pretty epic, pretty cool? Oh, I'm the Sim Slayer of the Year. That's cool. And I got a cool new chat badge. Nice. But yeah, that's a pretty epic recap. Wow. Pretty cool. Don't need the viewer one, and the community one is probably just, look at the epic things Twitch did. But yeah, let's go and switch to some epic, I don't know, background footage with Elite Dangerous gameplay or something. And, yeah, talk about the rest. But yeah, I've like been streaming for like 4 years now, and it's not going exemplary, I would say. It's sort of meh. And what I did like the last few years was sort of expecting change to come instead of like changing myself, if you know what I mean. Sort of stuck in this loop of things will get better, and being like stuck in fear. And as one can see when like reviewing my entire channel over here with 140 subscribers and 532 videos, is that yeah, not really much came of it. I mean, I have I like that I managed to do this video. The Skyfall intro was pretty cool. Didn't get it as good as I wanted because Gaijin didn't give me the permission to use War Thunder assets. So it's lots of weird composite shots and stuff, but at least I did it, even though it was a bit in quality and I had to sort of learn Blender on the fly there. But it's okay, I think. Probably going to redo it at some point if I can have more expertise in Blender and get access to the proper models. Because the War Thunder camera suite is just, it's absolute ass. But I'm pretty happy that I did it. Yeah. Also, I need to work on my titles. Also, I only just after this, after my last here what's called Cyberpunk stream for the year, learned how to do like little separating thing, yeah. So in the future, it will not be I, but more like the sort of line thing properly. So that could be neat, I guess. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I think this trailer sort of came out shit. I should probably redo it at some point because now I actually have access to the plane and probably spaded it as well. So yeah, scrolling through all of this, I'm like, yes, maybe I should redo everything. Ah, yes, my most successful video of the year. The shitpost. The mouse spinning to elevator music for 1 hour with 3,117 views. Isn't that cool? Then of course you have the Mouse Monday ad, which actually sort of turned out quite good. Pretty cool, I guess. Discord server ad, don't like it, and going to redo it this year. Patreon page ad. I actually got the rights for this footage for a free trial on Adobe stock footage or whatever. I actually like I think out of all the 3 ads here, out of all 4 ads so far, I think, ironically, the Patreon page ad for the Patreon patch that I don't really use, which I next year also need to update to actually exist and not just be a placeholder, is actually the one that's closest to what I wanted to have it turn out to be. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to. I still have my channel trailer on, and I need to make more SCP videos. I got some cool, epic ideas lined up. So that could be pretty fun. Oh, SpaghettiOs. It's actually a funny video. Mostly because other people are funny, but it is a funny video. This video was sort of ass. I actually lost the thumbnail for it. And I had to edit out lots of inappropriate talk from the other two, which was, yeah. Yes. But I mean, we still got 30 minutes of footage, which probably is too much, but in the future I'm probably going to do a few more War Thunder videos and actually edit them instead of just sort of compilating the, videos together. But come on, only 4 views. If you're watching this and want to be the first one to comment on the incredible P108A Series 2 Squad Dysfunctional Team video, go ahead. Comment now. Go there. Be one of the first. And subscribe to my Patreon. And become a channel member. And subscribe on Twitch. Yeah, something just fell down. What else? Ah, yes, the Hardcore Eidolon Challenge, which, I mean, was fun. Probably a bit too much footage. Still need to do a video for that. But yeah, I definitely didn't, well, I did die. The same video I was like, turning on the new certified cave-in mechanic, and yeah, yeah, I died the same stream to while not even in a cave, but just collecting rocks off a wall for my cobblestone wall, which was yeah, cobblestone may be the future, but it sure wasn't then at that moment. But I think it's okay to watch, I guess. I haven't really watched it, but yeah, probably going to try a similar thing this year again. Really want to like do more vintage story stuff that's actually interesting instead of just running around. That's why I have high hopes for like a sort of SMP server deal thing. But yeah, who knows? Probably won't really appear. Here, one of my magnum opus, the skill issue parody, which I still need to continue. The original idea for these was to like not continue, but to copy, parody the I don't remember what they're called, but the YouTube channel for War Thunder by Gaijin Entertainment once today sort of episode thing where they had like fake matches commentated by people where they're like, and here is the tank doing the thing, and that's pretty cool. Oh my god, wow. And I'm sort of trying to do a parody here. But instead of doing 1 out of 3 matches, it was sort of a the amount of matches. But pretty fun. This year's skill issue stream has been postponed because I may or may not have accidentally shown my login email for War Thunder, so I had to abort the stream and yeah, take care of that, which was pretty cool. But it's going to be like in February this year, hopefully. At least it's planned for it, and there will be a new skill issue episode, just not without many custom camera angles, which was quite a lot of work to do. But unfortunately, I have to use the VOD because I think like 1 or 2 weeks the new update came out back then. Because usually the streams are in February, and then the new update came out, and I couldn't access the replay function because you can't look at replays after a major update. But I can probably put together a few shitposts in proper length, and I think this is one of the bigger issues of my my videos throughout all the 4 years is they're too long. They lack like funny editing, and they're like too long. Like serious professional critique. They're ass. I mean, there's potential for funny in there. I just have the habit of leaving too much in for too little gain, and then it's a bit bloated. I think it's a good word to. Yeah, I think stale and bloated is a good way to describe the overlength of my videos. But this one was supposedly fun, but tastes are different, I suppose. Oh yeah, I wanted to continue Fallout 76 for sort of fun. Still need to explore the new area. Yeah, probably continue that at some point. I just need more hard drive space right now. I don't really have space for it, and as you can see, nobody really is interested in it. Maybe if I can find some friends, maybe it will be... Actually, yeah, exploring like the new map expansion, if I manage to find like compatriots to explore it with, would be probably fun. Also one thing, I think this is a good example over here. With the City Skylines thing. I didn't really took enough time to properly make things, to be fair. I didn't really have too many of the means to actually properly make things beautiful and detail them. But if I'm going to continue things as I want, then with City Skylines, then the areas would be more thoughtfully designed. Well, I think this is okay. It lacks in heart, I suppose. Or rather, it doesn't look as good as it could. So, yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Wood Epic Adventures. Homeworld would actually was fun. Really liked it, and great games, especially remastered and stuff. So if you are into RTS games and stuff, or just gaming in general, I do really recommend giving Homeworld a try. It's pretty cool. Of course, Road to Automatic was... It was sort of fun. But if I'm going to do a new like Road to series where I grind like for a specific vehicle, especially one that is higher up in the tech tree of a nation in War Thunder, probably going to like cut out lots of the doing the same match 200 times over and over. Because this one over here, judging by the title, was yeah, it wasn't very good. It was I mean, maybe the VOD is actually quite funny, I don't know. I mean, it has 69 views, that's gotta be indicative of something. But yeah, not really it was genuinely depressing and annoying to play through it. Once I've reached like tier 4 to tier 5, when I had to do like 10, like 10, 12 hours or so per vehicle, it was really annoying. So yeah, for a new Road to series, I will definitely cut down the thing, because playing the same match over and over is only that much entertaining to stream, and even if there is lots of people to talk to, it's not really worth it, I suppose. But yeah. Wow. I really like, by the way, the Vega battlecruiser design. Looks pretty cool. Sadly, Homeworld free. I mean, I'm going to stream it through the story and try out the new Rogue game mode, roguelike war games game mode. But yeah, I've seen the story unfold, and it was you know, could have been better, but probably could have been a lot worse. But yeah, let's see. Did I do anything else interesting? Oh yeah, I still need to continue the war game stream, where I accidentally lost a Second Korean War. Whoopsie, just happens sometimes, I suppose. But yeah, still need to redo that stream, which is really something I wanted to do for a long time. I think since 2021. Yeah, since I actually started streaming, like the first year of streaming, since like 2021, I wanted to do the war game stream, so especially the Second Korean War one, so should get to it next year. Then, of course, Cataclysm. Despite it looking old and you having to access your registry to get the game to run in a modern resolution, it looks okay, and it's actually quite fun. I mean, most people into RTS games probably have heard of it, but definitely recommend it. And it seems like people really, well, compared to my other videos, really want to see Cataclysm. Like, yeah, if people come to my channel to look at Cataclysm, then yeah, there seems to be a lack of supply for it, but a fun game. Like, nice mix of RTS, sci-fi, and like horror, which I think is pretty cool. Okay. Didn't really do a lot of Elite Dangerous streams this year, but mostly because I sort of played through the game, and despite like interesting stuff to do, yeah, there not really is much to do in the game, you know? There's like, for me, there isn't. I can't, since you can't like have a second new account, I don't really have much to do. I could like do the occasional stream, but like for like a stream series, not really much there. But yeah, probably in the future more streams of that. Which is actually the first stream ever was Elite Dangerous. And most of my first streams actually was this game. Playing it still on GeForce Now when I still had a AMD Athlon CPU from 2007. Yeah, that was an interesting time to like start streaming with a AMD Athlon 7 CPU, 750 Ti for a GPU. By now I have like a better CPU and GPU and stuff. I probably had only like 12 gigabytes of RAM or less, so I only played on GeForce Now. And I don't think the input lag was really bad back then, but it was noticeable, I suppose. But yeah. How far have I come? Not far. But yeah, pretty fun. Oh no. Yeah, I still need to finish the boring Minecraft Let's Play, which I really just didn't. I procrastinated it away. So next year I have to. I mean, technically I owe up to episode 100. So yeah, definitely. This was even. Up to this point I forgot to post this for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. So I had to. Yeah. Put this back up. But luckily, it doesn't seem to us to be much of an audience to have deprived of interesting content. I think for wasn't that for all of them? For a good portion of them, there was no game audio, so I had to supply the soundtrack for Minecraft to make up for it. But yeah, it's like a sort of fun little project just because. So I'm probably going to finish this up next year, which is 2025, of course. Okay, and of course here my incredibly cool streaming for over 2 years with social anxiety video with a artisanal, yeah, thumbnail there. But one thing I want to touch on, like in this video, I was like, oh man, I did so shit this year, and next year I will do things better. Nothing really came of it, which was kind of sad. So, let me just scroll down completely. Let's see what the. Oh, that was. I remember doing like the off-ramps for this bridge. It was a horrible experience. So if you want to see somebody complain a lot, go ahead, watch that VOD. Also streamed Mass Effect, but that's all previous year recap. Let's quickly zoom down here. 2 years ago, it was 3 years. And I think after one, I'm like at 3 years of streaming now. Yeah, 3.5 years or so. I think I started like in July 2021. And really regularly streaming then in 2022 at some point. But yeah, that's sort of a quick overview of my incredible recap. My funny Thunder Show video, very cool. Not sure. Soundrich Music or something is the channel I go to use like music for my ads and this clip here. Pretty good music and pretty cool that you just can take it as long as you credit. But yeah, to go back to last year's recap, let's which was yeah, pretty cool, I suppose. Yeah, but to go back to that, I said like, oh, I need to do better, I need to complain, and at the end of the day, it was just sort of a rant at the at yourself, sort of like you do when you. I'm sure many people have done that, where you like, stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself, and then go, "You're shit. Do better." Which essentially is just a theater of cope in a way. Well, I don't want to contribute to the idea of cope being a insult, because it's just a thing people do. It's part of human psyche and especially human survival to cope. But in the derogatory sense of the word, it was just a useless cope to sort of be like, feel like it did something regarding changing the situation. And while my gaming channel was supposed to be also about like beating social anxiety, while I did get better from like the first year where I had legitimate like panic attacks and was very afraid to start a stream, to like being able to sort of casually deal with it now, sort of progress was made. It's not really like visible. I've not really documented it like I should have. And there was lots of fear factor stopping me from actually properly like developing my videos going forward and like being like, wow, look at this cool content I wanted to make and have done. And yeah, the issue is that I sort of like coasted. I think that's what many people do in my situation. They just sort of live their life and like try to wrangle themselves from one day to the next, trying to cope with how things are. While it helps you, while it helps you stay alive, it does not help you live, if you know what I mean. Like, I've completed the last 3 years of just passively not really working on change, just sort of doing very small, like crawling motions, so to speak, forward, and not actually really going, damn, it's epic, now time to do stuff. Not really pushing myself to do stuff. But yeah, with these 3 years of just sort of coasting along completed, so to say, this year I'm actually going to start actively and relatively aggressively on improving things like combating social anxiety and making proper content and actually doing the part about streaming that's like, and I hope my content may inspire other people to overcome their social anxiety. Which, yeah, man, I'm not sure how uh, gamer time or making some coke over here is going to really motivate people to it. So, at least if you like know the sort of bigger narrative around the last 3 years regarding the social anxiety content, I think so far the channel sort of would sort of play as a sort of cautionary tale, if you know what I mean, sort of as a, yeah, if you're not really trying to progress, you're not really going to progress. If you like trying to have this arbitrary moment of change where things suddenly will go better and things will improve, they won't, you know? They won't like go better and have you have a good time. It will be, yeah, you're just sort of waiting for the arbitrary moment. And I'm sort of also speaking for myself here, where things suddenly get better, and that's not good. Uh, the reality is that to really push yourself to really achieve more, you have to not only overcome fear, but to also overcome yourself. And I have to overcome myself and my fears in this regard. While, I mean, I admittedly have done it to some extent and yeah, achieved a bit, just not really what I actually wanted so far. So next year, trust me on this, bro. It's going to be better. I'm going to actually push myself. I'm actually going to document things in a more interesting way rather than like half-assed recaps like this one. And yeah. And actually, oh yeah, most importantly, to like actually like changes to lifestyle and stuff, and like a proper schedule and stuff, because you just sort of blob along and have like your like daily routines sort of blur together without proper schedules and proper goals, proper structures. It's not really going to work out, because what I think some people notice is some people can notice when they uh let's say go to rehab for something. Uh Personally, I don't think I ever I don't remember going to rehab, but what if I did? Um or rehab, or like some medical excursions or whatever the hell. Um there you have lots of structures. There's lots of improvements, but when you leave that and suddenly come to a come back into your home environment where these structures don't really exist, the progress can severely stall or even be reversed. So that's why not only think but know, know that progress is best achieved in a structured environment. Because if you like sort of like through your life, it's not going to do much. And yeah, that's the goal for next year. It was last year, but yeah. But yeah, maybe somebody will watch the 40 minutes of me just blabbering on about my channel and and stuff like this. But yeah, the sort of little unscripted session of talking. Uh, I think I lost my train of thought right now. Yes. But if somebody listens to it, maybe it will either serve as a damn, they actually did it. Maybe I can do it too example, or as a well, looks like they didn't. You know? So to top the to end this 40 minute long um podcast talk, whatever, is to say I want to end it. I can't talk. um, but what am I want to say? But let's end it with saying, when I do remember to actually find the sentence that I wanted to say. But I hope that this, not hope. Hope is good, but you also have to work with hope to actually, utilize it. Hope should be treated as a motivator to try to do things, and not as a uh, sort of schedule for something that will not necessarily arrive if nobody does strive for it. To put it that way. But yeah, I hope that is. I'm. Let's just words matter. So I actually completely forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah, let's hope that this. No, let's make. Let's hope. Let's make. Let's do both. Let's make this. I'm going to make sure that I'm actually going to improve and have this be a relatable step, I suppose, where people can be like, after listening to 39 minutes of this, yes, maybe I can change too, you know? But yeah, I've shown for the last 3 years how not to do it. And in 2025, I'm going to show it how to do it. So, with that being said, I hope that this recap had a sort of interesting takeaway, was sort of interesting and that this year of content has been sort of enjoyable, or at least somewhat entertaining. And yeah, I suppose thank you for watching, or rather, thank you for listening. Perhaps until next time, and goodbye.